Alright, what's up? Railcraft part 2. Let's start doing some stuff. So we're going to be covering water tank, feeding station. I've got some interesting plans today. So yeah. So what can we do first? Let's not do that. What we're going to do is the water tank. So we want to get this sort of square here like this. And what we need to do is we need to look at this water tank siding. So let's just go into survival and then go into recipe. Okay, so the water tank siding, shit, I need some food after that stronghold escapade from last time. Let's have some steak. Alright, here we go. It's been a while. Alright, so what we need to look at then is the water tank siding. Now the water tank siding is what we're going to be needing to create our water tank. It's a Railcraft item and it requires 6 planks. You can use also some of the extra woods from forestry and various other mods as well. And yeah, then you need 2 iron ingots and a slime ball, number 341. The iron ingots are 265. The other iron may work. Not sure at the moment. So once you've done that, you can make them. As usual though, I can't really be bothered to make them. So then we need to think how we're going to make this. So we go 1, 2, 3. Let's just jump up. And let's place a few more down. So I'm going to place 9 along the bottom. And we're going to do 8 in the middle. And we're going to do 9 on top. And this kind of works, I think it's similar to a sort of coke oven. But what we can do is if we look at it now, you can see it's all changed. And if we right click, this is a water tank. And this is actually getting water directly from the air. So all the moisture in the air is going into the water tank. Now, one of the things I'm wondering actually is if we can use the water bottles. Let's have a look at that. See if these are it's gonna accept this. Yep, seems to. What about the capsules then? All right. So it seems to accept quite a lot of stuff. Railcraft stuff is very good. It really accepts loads of different stuff. And then if you want to have, of course, your piping, you can use all these pipes and get the stuff out, water out very easily. And it's similar to look at the first look at any of my industrial craft or buildcraft. I go through a lot of that stuff in those videos, as well as in the first part of Railcrafts. Also is pretty good for that sort of stuff and go into quite a lot of detail with that. So what I want to do is I want to make a feeding station now. And the thing about this feeding station is that what I want to do is let's look at the item first. We look at the feeding station. It's not even there. Feeding module. That's shit. What item is that? That must be from Steve's Carts, I think. 26,000. Station. What have we got? MFFS feed station. That's it. All right. So we look at the feed station. We need 4 golden carrots, balsa wood, and also need steel plates. And steel plates you get in the rolling machine by putting 4 steel ingots. Now steel ingots. I think just remember you need another multi structure for these. If you keep watching my videos, I'm going to go into how these actually work. So yeah, it's this is multi structure. And you need it for quite a lot of other blocks actually. And you see, yeah, this is actually, remember in the last video I actually said how you're going to make standard rails, and this is the answer. Basically, you get the steel ingots. Ah, that is good to know. Let's see what else we got here. And you see, this is the pathway. With steel, it's a pathway to a lot of the stuff in Railcraft. So watch out for that. I'm not sure what episode it's going to be, but it's good to know. So, like I say, with the feed station, you need the steel plate, you need the carrots. And what else did you need? Let's just check one more time. Just wood, really. So yeah, that's it. 4 golden carrots. Golden carrots, of course. Gold nuggets around a carrot. So with that in mind, I'm going to take myself a feed station, all 64. And what I want to do, I want to try and do something which is, you know, it's to do with, if you watched Forestry Part 3, it's a very short video that I made. And what I did in this video, I've actually tried a few different methods. Like if you look over here, right, if you look over here, I'm not even sure I even released some of this stuff, but what I was going to do is I was going to put deployers. If you remember deployers from Red Power, they actually, they act like the right click, player right click. And then I was going to do, see, I've got a nice little platform here. And then I was going to put all the animals in here, and then the deployers, we're going to feed them food. But what I might do is do something a bit different. I might just say, you know what, I've got the deployers there anyway now, and this is a nice little platform. So I'll make a pen, right? You know what, forget about these fucking deployers. Because I've got so many, it makes it a bit buggy anyway. Yeah, forget about a landmark as well. See, I'll put the carrots in there. We got our timer, don't need that really. Alright, so let's have a think about this. Because this is gonna be interesting. Alright, so here we are with this, yeah. Now you may notice there's a lot of pigs in the water, don't worry about that. I will be talking about that in a minute. So here's a feed station, right? Could put a couple in. It's got a very simple interface, I believe. There we go. Let's put some fish in there. And this is just something that I'm interested in. I've got the ocelots already actually. Alright. You see that? What's going to happen to these guys? Well, that's no use to me. Are these guys tamed? They look it, don't they? Let's just get a few more. I want to see if we get any different colours in there. That's the thing, I don't even know if this texture pack even supports it, to be honest. You can see they're munching away at this. 63 in there. Let's put a raw fish in there as well. But this is what a feed station does, you see. There we go. So it is working. That is awesome. So basically you can get as many, because it's not that easy to tame these things. Because they often run away. So in other words, it's much easier to tame them like this. Because although it's a feed station, it's also a tame station as well. That's the kind of point I was trying to make here. But if you just forget about this, let's just, you know, let's just get rid of all these. May not be that simple. Let's just go back to the other place actually. So that's good. I mean, so this is the water tank. And like I say, it doesn't need to be in water, it just takes the moisture from the air. Whether that varies by biome is an interesting question. Huh. I've never actually got this type of cat before. Alright, you know what? This is going to be a bit of a problem. But, fucking hell. Alright, so, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this up like my forestry stuff. Because I want to see, because this is, you know, this is basically, it's something I've been thinking about. This way to get a nice amount of zombie pigmen. So we're going to do another pen like this. And it's, you know, have you got a fucking hell. So let's go for it, yeah? Got the pigs. Pigs going in. There's a few pigs. What do pigs even eat though? Is it wheat? It must be wheat. No, I think it's just regular wheat. I mean, what else could they eat really, when you think about it? Why am I clicking on the water tank? Fucking hell. Alright. So we'll put the feed station up here. What food could the pigs possibly eat? I don't think that is it. Oh yeah, it's fucking carrots, isn't it? Oh. Go on, eat some fucking carrots. Come on. There we go, finally. Alright. Alright, so just forget about this for now. I'm just gonna... I need some platforms, to be honest. Alright. And now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do what we did in forestry. And this is gonna be epic. Okay. Come on. Let's get right over, so we've got a nice radius here. That's good enough. Okay. Let's clear some of this shit out. Check this out. Okay. You can only get the root bees, can't you? Oh well. It's so funny that. But anyway. Okay. Put down our apiaries. Okay, get our drones. I think we might be able to go backwards actually, it might be quicker. See, there's some of those Thorncraft bees, the Thormic bees. Arcane, I believe. Fusion. Nah. I mean, a lot of these... Here we go. I think we need to do both. Okay, it shouldn't be too hard to get there because I know what I'm looking for. Alright. Ecstatic bees we've got. Ecstatic princesses we've got. So we'll set the process up. We can just put a load in, to be honest. Doesn't make much difference. And the lightning begins. Just make sure the lightning oh, that's close. I think I might have been lucky I was in the centre of a chunk last time. Alright, let me just see how we get on here. Maybe it's a bit more serious. I could possibly not do it like this, but it doesn't matter really. I made that too wide. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Okay. And of course this is kind of reliant on it. Alright. Let's put that in there as well. That's so funny, isn't it? Still go over here, guys. No, he does not want to go there. I think you can escape by this feed station, can't you? Or can you? Maybe not. Well, I'll just try not to let you escape. Well, I don't know what else to do then. We just try and increase the amount of lightning. That's what I can think of doing, really. I should make this fence a bit higher. Ah. That's pretty strange, isn't it? A shitload turned all in one go. A lot of... But yeah, I'd say, yeah. This, to be honest, this thing is just a very funny thing. This, but yeah, I mean that's pretty much. I know this wasn't all Railcraft, but like I say, the feed station was Railcraft. The water tank sidings was Railcraft. and you know, like I say, you can use these you know, if you try putting well, you wouldn't use that sorry, not a, I wonder if you can use the I wonder if you can use liquid ducts for thermal expansion. That might be interesting to find out. But yeah, if you just get let's have a look. And then you go for where, I can't even tell where this is. Oh, there we are. And then yeah, these iron tanks, they're I want to look into the iron tanks actually. There's something interesting with them as well. I'll just get some stone actually. Actually, I might just be able to put an autarkic gate on it now to think about it. It isn't even connecting properly. So he's wooden all the way or what? That's so funny. The liquid ducts look interesting as well. I wonder if I can connect that here. I just doubt it. No, it seems to be. It's happy on these pipes, you see. I'm going to try to get this to come out. Yeah, it's an interesting one. So I believe it does put into buckets. That might be the one to go for. No, there we are. Could I connect up to a liquid duct, I wonder? Because it goes without saying you need the waterproof pipes to transfer. I wonder if I try some gold ones. Gold often work. Now he's noticed it was the bucket. Alright. Because this is what I don't really understand. Because why can it accept that when it's definitely not going to be taking out the water? That doesn't actually make any sense. Because what you actually need is you're only taking out buckets, right? I know, to be honest, I've gone well away from, you know what, fuck it, who gives a shit. So we get this, right? Alright. Yeah, you're going to need to transpose it, aren't you? You're going to basically need to... Yeah, I'm not going to go into thermal expansion now, but you would need a transposer to get it from the buckets. Because it doesn't seem to actually... It doesn't seem to send the liquid through. I may be wrong on that, though. I probably am wrong on it, to be honest. But... Let's see how this works, anyway. This is just you know, to be honest, I'm trying to get back into this stuff. I mean, it hasn't really been a huge amount of time. There are no capsules that are actually empty. And then let's not do that. Let's get our autarkic. Okay. So it's getting some from the air. Yeah, coming out nicely, aren't they? But yeah, so I mean, this has just been, you know, it's been what it has. So I'd just like to say, you know, thanks for watching. Next time, I would like to talk. I do want to go back into the rail stuff. When it comes to Railcraft, there's obviously quite a lot of items in it. I want to talk about signaling. I want to talk more about the tracks, high-speed rail. But also, I do actually cover a lot of this stuff in Minecraft features, which are basically just sort of standard things to do with minecarts as well, which are going to be very, very useful for this series and also the Minecraft features series. So that's it.